As artists, we spend a great deal of time in our studios, so we try to make the space as conducive to creativity as possible. I felt pretty good about my space that you're seeing here until I visited my good friend Dodi Mondero in his home studio. Thanks so much for joining me again, and we're going to take a ride out to Dodi's place and check out his studio. Again, when I went into his studio for the first time, I was absolutely blown away, and it is nothing compared to what you are going to see today. He spent quite a few years developing the space, and we're going to talk to him a little bit about how it evolved and learn a little bit about the man, the myth, the legend, Dodi Mondero.
My name is Dudel Mondero. It's my professional name, but my friends call me Dodi. In high school, freshman year, I had my first art teacher became my mentor. She had a PhD in philosophy of art, and I learned a lot from her. So everything that advice she gave me, tutoring and guidance, I absorbed that. I took it with me. Until today, I always look back, and when I'm doing a project, I think of her because I could hear her saying those little things like, "Don't use black." I went to the Art Institute for Fine Art, and then I also took commercial art and worked for an interior design firm, and I was an art director there for 10 years. Well, we moved here in 2000, and my studio was basically kind of no rhyme or reason, whatever. Everything was scattered, had toys. Didn't really know where I wanted to bring my studio until in 2010, I just decided to paint my wall. I had an extensive toy collection, action figures. I boxed them all out, put them in storage, and started doing my wall to make it look like metal. And then I moved to doing my drawing table, dedicated that to paying homage to Nicolai Tesla. It was just a theme. I thought it would be cool, never been done before. Kind of steampunkish, but mainly I love industrial. I always loved industrial design, industrial age, and that's where it evolved from, just picking a subject matter, a theme, and expanding from that. And so from there, it became kind of like out of control when in 2013 I started to discover eBay. And where do I buy antiques? I go antiquing, but eBay was the hub, finding a lot of cool, rare collectibles, or more like scientific instruments, tools, anything that's kind of defines that era. And I would keyword certain things that it would web out to other things, and oh my God, what is this? And I'd buy it. And so fast forward to today, not long ago, I kind of stood at the bottom of my stairs there, staring at my studio, and just an overwhelming feeling knowing that I'm done. It's not constant buying. There's I would set up my studio thinking I'm done, and then when I buy a new item, it changes the whole. It's like a game changer. I gotta move things around. I become OCD, moving things, rearranging things, moving my furniture around. Well, Frankfurt setup. That's you got it. I love when I discovered his artwork in the mid '80s. My boss introduced me to about 5 books. They're real thin books, but it's all his artwork, and I was blown away. He was the first contemporary fantasy artist that I discovered. I mean, and then I discovered more after that. Alphonse Mucha, Bugaro, and Dean Cornwell, and different artists with different styles that inspired me, and learned a lot from there. And always I studied how they did their style, how they became an artist themselves. But on my own, I'm still learning, and I'm constantly learning. I love being a freelance artist. So every project is different. But what drives me is having a family and my boys, you know, I have to put two boys to college, but that drives me. You know, it's the love of what I do, art, and the respect that I get from my clients. I always quote, you do what comes from the heart, you know, which is true. When you feel it inside you, you know, what you want to do at that moment, or you want to go this direction, that direction, your heart will tell you. I believe everybody has talent and skills. You just have to hone that and be passionate. You know, you just gotta pound and learn it. Even if it's hard, you just gotta keep working hard on it until you learn it. And it's a good feeling when you learn something. If there's no money that makes the world go around and nobody's spending, you know, what do I do? How do I even get past that obstacle? You know, it's really emotionally draining to worry about when is the next paycheck coming. As an artist, it's tough. You know, so, but I make it work, and in a way, spiritually, I learned patience and thinking positive. You know, I become optimistic, knowing that it's going to be okay, and to a point where even maybe if I do worry, but then I have to like smack myself to not worry too much. It does. The good things do come. You know, where you know, and then you just gotta like recharge and then pick yourself up and then move on again. Again, with as far as being that obstacle, in the past, my obstacle of when, you know, clients have taken a project away from you and you don't know how to continue. How do you get over that?
I'm gonna ask the artist a question.
Painting or drawing?
That's drawing.
What would you say if the studio was falling down?
Oh boy, one thing. Oh my gosh, there's so much. Most valuable thing in my studio, like quick thinking, probably a Batman statue as a random stuff.
When you're working, what are you listening to?
Rock and roll.
Apple or PC?
Apple.
Star Wars or Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings. Any Game of Thrones there?
What is in your cup in the morning?
Coffee.
If you're driving and you're super hungry, where do you stop?
Portillo's.
Favorite paint color?
Blue. Cobalt blue.
The moment when you realized you were supposed to be an artist?
Probably in high school then.
Thank you for answering my questions.
So that wraps up my visit with Dodi Mondero in his home studio. I think you'll agree that that place is amazing, and it's sort of like entering Wonka's chocolate factory for artists. Sometimes he'll have to ask me to leave because I've been there long enough, and I reluctantly go home and go to my little space. But here's a little bit of video of Dodi working at his Tesla drafting table, working on a pencil sketch. And hopefully you enjoyed that and you got something out of it. And if you are interested in seeing any more of Dodi's work, I'll link up to ways that you can view his work or connect with him via social media. All right, see you for the next video. Take care.
Thanks for watching. Like, there's like a little button that they put on the laptop or something, and then they say click it, and then you can never even miss a video.
That's if you subscribe.